Yo, what up, Compodres? Welcome back to another action-packed episode. It's your host with the most from the West Coast, SB Press, reporting live from Mastermind Media. And to my right this time, Ilson himself.
Yep.
And also to my right this time, Rizad himself.
How you doing over there today? Everybody good? We got a special guest on. There's going to be some fire coming.
We definitely needed that. CB in the place to be. Cisco ain't here, but he here in spirit.
He is.
And I just got to say this, ladies and gentlemen. We got a living legend in the house.
We do.
Right? A freaking awesome artist. Because he's not just a battle rap legend.
No.
He's a legend in the booth, outside the booth, with the youth. You know, he even took time away from doing what he was doing for the community to come help us. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and give it up for JP Cali Smoov.
Man, appreciate y'all for having me, man. That's what's up.
JP.
And like that, compadres, let's get started.
Let's get started.
I need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get it.
All right, let me start with Iggy Azalea. Right? What is that how you say it?
Iggy Azalea. Yeah.
Now,
Say that 10 times fast.
let's say this.
Ain't getting past 2.
24 hours on OnlyFans. $307,000.
What was
24
she
hours.
showing, though?
No ass. Nothing.
So what was the purpose of that OnlyFans?
Don't understand.
Because you know everybody subscribed for that.
They did.
I wonder if I could get any coverage for my eyes on OnlyFans.
Hey.
We got the perfect person today to talk about this because this guy, he knows. So let's
Let's go
slide
ahead
him
and
in.
do this right.
Do it, Pete. Do it right, Pete.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a living legend in the house.
We do.
All right. Not
Yeah.
only is he a word smith,
He is.
he's a smith with the children as well on a positive note,
Positive.
inspirational,
a beautiful thing.
motivational.
Salute,
This man
salute.
actually left from, helping some high school kids to come here and participate in our
Today
podcast.
was
Absolutely.
So we can't say
elementary
thank
today.
you enough
Yeah.
for living legend again.
Thank you.
Battle rap legend, mega artist. I gotta say that first and
sure.
foremost because I'm a big time fan. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for JP Cali Smoov.
Man, appreciate you, man.
No,
Thank you
appreciate
for the
you.
Thanks for being on, my man.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, man.
Thanks for taking your time out to come on. We
sure,
appreciate it.
Man, thank y'all. Thank
Yeah,
you.
man. I think we should start from the beginning, but let's let Kelly. What you got? What you on, bro?
Man, I'm
How
just
you feeling,
chilling,
man?
I'm loving life, man. I'm alive, bro. You feel me? Healthy. You feel me? In a good space, mentally, physically, emotionally, in a good place. You feel me? About to drop an album on Valentine's Day.
Nice.
You know,
Yes,
it's
sir.
going up. You feel me?
Checking for it.
Yeah, you know, I'm working.
That's what's up, man. It's
Let
good,
the audience
man.
at home know what they should be banging right now in their speakers, man.
Oh yeah, I
it's
just
fire.
dropped a single,
It is.
man. Expensive Piss, man. We,
Yes,
we
yes,
going
y'all.
up, featuring Almighty Suspect and Lush One, man. They both on that thing. We going crazy.
I was surprised with Lush. He did his
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
bro. For sure.
Yo, you know I've been
yeah.
knowing Lush like, man. I hate saying how many years I know niggas. It make me feel old. But yeah, like I met Lush, like I couldn't even get in the club, and like I recognized him from battle rap, and like I was walking down the street in Santa Monica, and like I was like, Lush One. He's like, yeah. I was like, yo, I'm trying to be a battle rapper. Like, can I spit for you? And I just started rapping for him. I was
Right.
with a couple of homies, and then like we laughed it off. But the next time I saw him, I was opening for Nas at South by Southwest.
Damn.
And I pulled him backstage, like, hey, bro, like, and he was like, yeah, I remember. And I was like, yeah, like, then we was locked in. You
Rest
feel
is
me?
history.
Yeah,
Bruh.
yeah. that
That's a
was my
solid
boy.
one too.
Lush's battle rap, definitely. I remember, the days of battle rap when it was starting. Lush was definitely in that scene the whole
Yeah,
time.
he's a pillar, definitely.
He is. He is. Yeah, that track is fire. You guys go check it out.
Yeah,
Expensive Piss.
expensive piss.
Facts,
JP Cali
facts. It's going
Smoov,
crazy.
Almighty Suspect, and Lush.
Going crazy, yeah.
Let's start from the beginning, man. And let's say Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Word.
This is where a lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
That's where Cali Smoov is birthed
Yeah,
at.
man.
Yeah, well, I was born in Santa Monica,
Okay,
and then,
okay.
and then I moved out there. Like, so I lost a grandparent, and
Sorry to
we
hear that.
initially went out there to sell her house, but like my mom ended up staying, and we ended up riding it out until I graduated high school. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's how I got the name Cali, because my accent that I was in Chicago.
So they
Had
said
that
you
West
had an
Coast.
accent when
Yeah,
you
they
went
said
out
I
to
had
Chicago.
that accent. Yeah.
That West
Yeah.
Coast.
They said I was
See,
doing
that
accent.
just boggles my mind.
Yeah.
I don't even get that. Because everybody thinks I'm from New York, and I grew up in Cali.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no shit. See,
Oh, really?
I definitely thought Jersey.
This grows every day.
Every time.
Every time,
I thought
bro.
Jersey, no Philly,
Yeah.
no Baltimore.
And you know what? I don't even need to do the dialect. I'll bang it out, but I'm not doing it. I'm just done with it. But that's funny to me.
Nah,
Like,
straight up. I watched Rocky the other day, bro.
and that's why I always say bum. It's a Rocky more than anything. That's an old school word.
That's funny, man.
Facts.
So Santa Monica, Chicago,
Yeah.
back to LA.
Yeah, Chicago was a rough place. It was a rough city, man. Like, I knew as soon as I graduated, I was leaving. Like, shout out to Chicago. Like, that's I got a lot of homies, like a lot of diehard friends, but the weather was crazy. Crime was crazy.
Right.
It was an intense place, bro. It was a very intense place. And where I was at, I was in the middle of the thunder, and I'm not like an in the house ass. You feel me? So I was like, I was fraternizing a little too hard, and you know, I'm glad that I bumped my head at an early age. You feel me? Because when I came back to California, I came back with a mission. Like, everybody knew, like in high school, middle school, like I was always rapping. I was battling. I was in the lunchrooms. That was what I wanted to do. So I knew, like, when I moved to California, I'm about to really turn up. Like, I'm about to dedicate my life to this and really like push forward. And like, I was 18 as soon as I graduated. My first job was at a daycare. I wanted to, you know, work with the youth. Like,
Right.
So I got kicked out of high school in Chicago. So I started a homeschool program, and then I started working at a daycare. So I went from getting kicked out to teaching, literally.
That's
Bro.
what
I
you
was,
can bar right
I was
there.
supposed to be in school. Shout out to Child Life Academy, man. They gave me my first, but I told them that I was in college and that I was acquiring child development credits because I wanted to be a teacher that bad. You feel me? So I signed up and I was doing the after school program. You feel me? And this is like, you know, 10 years ago when you could still slide through and shit like that. I was in there, you know, like literally
criminal.
like for real, bro. I was like 17, like really like leading my first first pre-K class. And then I stopped to move to California. I finished my high school course and I moved to California. And I stayed on it, like, but it's always been, you know, life has its ups and downs, like
Right.
from
It does.
homelessness to just being caught up in the streets to, you know, messing with the wrong females, messing with the wrong dudes, like not that way, but I mean like
Right,
being
right,
pause,
like,
big pause.
No,
big
yeah.
pause, like being affiliated with the wrong dudes,
People,
like
man.
you know, like life will get you, you know, and I had a spark really early in my career and in my age. So I grew up on the internet. You feel me? I grew up online. I grew up a public person. From that point, you know, from like 17 on, you know. So, you know, a lot of people see my flaws and seen a different me coming up and see my arrogant moments and
Right.
you know, because I've been through that. But at the point I'm at now, you know, I just feel like I've been through the mud and this shit. I've had bad press. I've been through the mud, but everybody sees my soul and what I stand for, because I continuously do the same thing and involve myself with giving back and with the youth and the next generation, because that's always what my life leads me back to. You feel me?
Yeah.
And we're big advocates here about giving back to the youth. Like I said, before we got on here at the Compodres, we sponsor, you know, the Junior Clippers team. Shout out to Team Active 7
Shout out
and
to the
Antoine.
Clips.
Active 7,
But yeah,
Antoine.
we definitely we give back as much as we can. You know, we love the kids.
That's real. That's
You know,
real.
So like, man, big respect to that. Like I
Nah.
said, this man came here from helping others. So
Nah, I mean, like, you know, I don't even say helping or nothing. It's just like
Giving back.
It's like, you know, when you were in high school or middle school, I know everybody had that teacher or somebody like maybe even a security guard at the school that they was just super cool with. That was just like,
Yeah, but
cool.
the security guards are always cool. It didn't matter where you grew up at. The security guards were the coolest people and the ones you could trust the most and would help you out.
Let
The
you out for
teachers-
lunch.
But you know what I mean,
Yeah, I
bro.
got you.
Like,
Yeah.
And then like some kids, bro, are going home to no father figure.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah, man.
So like people don't know like the impression that rappers and entertainers and people on TV really have sometimes.
Yeah.
Like sometimes, bro, like I've worked in juvenile halls and stuff where like I'll meet like I'm sorry, I forgot.
No,
I can't say.
Man, say what you want to say, bro.
I meet people and they'll be like really just one track minded, and like a young man, his goal is to be the hardest street in the world and be the toughest gangbanger, and you want to get these gang tats and you want to be known, and you'll really sit down and have a one-on-one and really ask those questions like, where do you really think that's gonna get you? Like, what do you? But first, the first step to that is relating to that person. Is being cool to that person. Is being somebody that they can look up to. Yeah. All right, bro, I'm a rapper. I'm a battle rapper. I probably got songs with your favorite rappers, bro. And I've been in the streets. And I did everything that you are trying to do, bro. And I'm telling you, it ain't gonna get you, like, it ain't that ain't cool.
That ain't
like,
cool.
That, like, and like, I try to put that in my music, and I try to put that in my character so it goes without saying.
Right.
Like, there's people like Nick Cannon. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yep.
It goes without saying.
Yeah.
It's like that dude is he's on TV, he's doing his thing.
Kevin Hart.
He's Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Like, and these people are pushing father images. Dwayne Johnson. Like, it's people that are doing it, and it goes without saying. So like, we need more rappers to step in the lane of wanting to be a role model, because it's too many people just sipping lean and popping pills, and it's just every song it gets repetitive to a point, and the next generation is following that. A lot of these people don't have father figures. A lot of these kids don't have nobody to look up to, and they're listening to your lyrics, so they think it's cool to pop a Percocet now. They don't even never had one before, but they want one now.
Right.
Now this 11-year-old boy wants a Percocet.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And it's
Sad.
like, why? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a numbing pain medicine.
It is.
Like, what? You get what I'm saying? Like sometimes you got to break things down to people, like, because like people are so influenced by the media. You know what I mean? So it's important. Everything that you say is important. Every song, every lyric. You
It
feel me?
is.
Well, that's
So-
why. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. I just wanted to ask you, following up on what you just said, Smoov. So moving to LA, right? How did the streets approach you and you get involved? How did that happen?
Well, you know, with Los Angeles, I feel like everybody who grows up here and was born here, if you lived in a certain neighborhood, you're gonna be affiliated just because you grew up there, and we all grew up on the same block. Y'all gangbang, I don't, but we all hang out. Like, the ops ain't finna slide through and be like, don't shoot him, he's just their friend.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Guilty by association.
It's just what it is in Los Angeles. And when you go to that middle school, when you go to that high school, like, it's just part of it. It's a part of growing up in LA. It's a part of the cycle, which is dying down a lot more too. And I feel like a lot of people, I've seen a lot of people breaking the cycle, and a lot of schools are doing better too. And from when I was in school,
Right.
you know what I mean?
One more quick one, guys, and then I want you guys to get in here. But mental health and the effects it has on the streets, right?
Yeah.
Can you elaborate a little bit for us about, like, what do you see? Because you deal with the juveniles and you see what depression and all these type of things do.
No, for sure. I think mental health is a big issue that needs to be addressed. I think a lot of quote unquote street just need therapy. Like, real talk, bro. Sometimes people are just so misunderstood and so misguided, and they just want to lash out, and they just want to be heard, and they just want to be seen. They don't know how to say that. So it's like, I'm walking, what's up? Yeah, like, that's my aura, that's how I'm gonna act, and that's what I'm gonna put out there. Because they don't know nothing better, and they're showing out, and they don't have nobody to show out, they don't have nobody to express themselves to. So they're putting out this, and they didn't have no fathers. A lot of people didn't have father figures. It goes back to that, where watching movies and watching these rappers and thinking that that's really life, and thinking that you can really walk around life like that, and like, reality will check you, you know what I mean? And that's what's filling up the juvenile halls, and that's what's filling up the prisons. Right. Is lack of mental health being addressed. You know what I mean? Like I have a therapist. Right, me. I had therapy this morning. You feel me? And shout out to Hollywood Mental Health Center. Shout out to my therapist Janet.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like, I talk to her about what I go through. I don't hold back. So because like, it's a healthy ear to vent to. It has no judgment, and she's only there to hear what I have to say and give me a logical response. You feel me?
Right.
And sometimes you got to be reminded that you got to let go of the things that you can't change. Sometimes you got to talk about the things you can't change, and then be reminded, like, yo, what can you do to change that, and then what will stressing about it do? You know what I mean?
That's some
You
real
gotta,
shit
you
right
gotta,
there,
you
bro.
gotta address it. You
That's
know what I
like
mean?
what y'all been telling me for a
Well,
while.
I mean, hey, everybody does it. Everybody's on the same wavelength. When you get around the same people, you know, I just met you today, but you can see, like, everyone here has that growth in their life, and that's how you get where you go. And that day you decide that you're going to change and grow, you have to do it every day.
Absolutely.
Right. And you never know.
And to hear about how you're helping people with mental health, I mean, let's just call it what it is. The state and this county, they ain't taking care of business because a lot of people need help. There needs to be programs for them, and that's what's heartbreaking because we're so concerned about so much other bullshit that goes on.
True.
We need to take care of our own and what's going on because it's everywhere now. It's really sad, man.
Yeah, it
So
It is.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Like, I think we need to normalize therapy. I think we need to normalize addressing what you're going through. We need to normalize not numbing yourself with drugs. We need to normalize emotion. We need to normalize tears. Like, a lot of that stuff is frowned upon, even not even just in hip hop. Just as men, sometimes people frown upon certain things that like crying. You know what I mean? But sometimes crying is the best medicine. Sometimes you need to let it out. Sometimes, like, you need. It's
man,
better
if someone
to do
tells
that.
me they haven't cried and they're a grown man, they full
They're
of shit.
lying.
Bro.
They are lying.
They crying to drive home by themselves in the shower.
I mean, you know, maybe in the 1800s or something, you know.
I still remember I had an acting teacher once said, like, hey, if you needed to cry in the scene and you got in the car and you started crying, then you shouldn't be acting.
Yeah.
And that's the straight up truth because
story.
you just cry. I mean, people cry.
it's like
an
that
emotion.
teardrop,
Well,
and
some
it just goes
movies
right
will
back in your
make men
face.
cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
That's some real
let's,
shit, bro.
Let's pick this
Yo,
up, man.
pursue
What do
the
you
happiness.
guys got,
You
man?
know,
Right.
let-
Let's pick this up a little bit.
Like
let's
I
talk
said,
a little
ladies and
fashion. Let's
gentlemen.
talk about a little real estate. I mean, Cali's doing it all, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, we need some
Trying.
advice, bro.
Trying, man.
man, let the
What do you
the
guys
audience
got?
know, like, some of the projects that you're working on right now with your real estate and everything.
Well, real estate, man. I took a course on Allied Real Estate School. Shout out to Allied Real Estate School. It's a really dope course. I obtained a certificate in property management, real estate principles, and real estate facts or real estate finance. This is like 2017, 2016, and since then I kind of just shelved like trying to pursue being a real estate agent because that's what I was trying to do at the time.
Right.
But I did gain a lot of knowledge from the courses, and I learned that to do real estate investing, you don't have to have a real estate license.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you don't have to have a whole lot of money to invest sometimes. And sometimes you can go in with partners and, like, it opened doors in property management. And right now I'm just working on, like, me and my pops, we trying to work on this mobile home flip a couple mobile homes, like take like small, like 1-bedroom joints, and then like redo the floor, paint the outside, redo the roof, foundation, roof, and then relist it. You feel me?
Yeah,
Refurnish the whole
absolutely.
thing, yeah.
You feel me?
Exactly what everybody else does.
Yeah, but like people be sleeping on mobile home parks, bro. It's a lot of opportunity in that world, bro. And it's like you can do it yourself without a real estate agent these days. Like it's opportunity on websites like Zillow and even Craigslist and stuff that you can do everything yourself, and like you can be the agent yourself without the license. You know,
Yeah.
Self-made.
yeah, man.
Vending machines too,
Self-made.
man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
School them on vending machines.
I
'cause
pulled away.
Yeah.
I started in vending machines, but I pulled out and I transitioned
You know I
to
know
ATM.
you, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I transitioned to ATM machines because like
There you
I was dealing with like candy melting and stuff, and just I was expiration dates.
Got you.
And all that. Vending machines is dope, but like when I got into the ATM world, it was like, okay, all I'm vending is $20 bills.
Right.
That's it. I ain't got to worry about nothing besides $20 bills. You feel me?
They don't get bad.
Those don't
go
It's
bad.
nothing.
They
It's
don't
just a refill is the bank to the location. That's it, bro. Ain't no shopping, price pointing, and you know what I mean. Like you got to make sure you're making 4 times the price of what you spent. You got to break down the calculations. You got to get a Sam's Club or a Costco. You know, you got to when you got a string of vending machines, you have to watch candy and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But check out my website, Keys to the ATM Business. I have a free ebook that teaches you how to get into the ATM business. It's completely free, and I provide ATMs. If you're an entrepreneur that's trying to get in a location, you can buy an ATM directly from me, and you can learn exactly how to keep your business going and start it and keep it afloat, man. Keys, the number 2, the ATM Business.
Message. Shoot, that was perfect.
For sure, big dog. No
You
doubt.
didn't rehearse that. That is
This you would just flow like that, right?
You got,
What you got for him, Joe?
You looked at.
I got
what do you
no, when he
JP?
said property management, like, dude, like, that game.
Yeah, I feel you.
I worked for
feel
one.
you.
I worked for one for a year, and we had properties everywhere. And the problem with that business is the people that buy into the HOA have no idea what they're getting into. They don't know where their fees go.
I feel you.
So when you said that, I'm like, dude, that property management game in California alone is terrible.
But I don't discourage anybody out there that's trying to get into property management though, because you can get.
Oh, it takes a special person, bro, because they don't pay you a lot of money. So
They
yeah.
sometimes they don't. Sometimes they
that's why I
don't.
gotta
But
get out of it.
sometimes you'll get a free place to live.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get a free place to live.
I worked with
That's happened with
HOAs.
my
only.
grandfather.
I just worked with HOAs. I didn't work with apartments. This HOA.
Okay.
So that shit.
Yeah. So
My grandfather
yeah.
was a property manager, and he pretty much stayed at the property, and it was free.
Yeah, it was free.
All you
Yeah,
had to do was just clean up after people and collect rent.
collect the rent. Yeah, sometimes pre-qualify some people. You know, I don't discourage anybody that's out there that want to get into property management or leasing or anything like that. You know, real estate is never gonna go away, and it's something that's always gonna be there. You know, I wish I had $1 million because I would be buying up. You
That's what I
feel
was
me?
gonna say.
But-
If you have the capital, it's
Yeah.
always a great ROI because it's a good return of investment when you are actually purchasing properties and investing money into it. So, and especially
And we
with
live
the
in the
trailer,
hardest
trailer
state, too,
parks,
yeah.
bro. Like,
Yeah,
Oh, man, the
trailer
whole
parks,
state-
mobile homes,
having a
tiny
property.
homes.
The
You
whole
feel me?
state is just out of control.
Yeah,
man.
California's
So
crazy.
expensive, bro.
Having multiple
So
property just
expensive.
starts the residual income. So then
I got
that's
something.
work, money working for you.
yeah, you're totally right,
yeah.
man. I kind of want to switch battle rap.
Yeah.
How? Can you tell us? And everybody wants to know too. This is a good question for you, P.
Yeah.
Freestyle, right? So we already know that when you're going against another battle rapper, you've already researched him a little bit. You know a little bit about the motherfucker. You know, you like, okay, he's nice, he's this. I can kind of see where he's gonna go. How do you prepare yourself mentally to come into that? It's a fight, man. It's a mental fight, just like a boxing match.
It is the most toxic thing in my life.
Right. It's so tough, bro.
He doesn't just do one
He
v
recites-
ones. He does
he
2v2s.
recites
So
like a minute and 30
versatile, man.
of
Versatile.
words, 3 rounds.
Yeah, it's a
Sometimes
lot.
And
it
he
be
has to
like
entertain
sometimes-
the crowd.
Like,
You're now
sometimes
watching
like
a master at work.
The
like
master.
like
One
sometimes
of the best.
battles are like nigga an hour. Like you know what I mean? Like sometimes like it's like really gets intense. Like and like the show that I was just on, you feel me? They put like 24 battlers in the house in Atlanta, and like it was so toxic. I had to stay with everybody for a month. I was like,
Oh shit!
So you
I
just
was
start
so
picking
battle rap-
people out like,
Yeah.
okay, I got this on him, I got this on him.
Yeah,
Behind the
yeah.
scenes battles.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, but it was fun though. But like, yeah, got battle rapped out. Like, I'm like, man, you know. But I don't get too into the character.
Right.
You're an actor. You know what I mean? So if you're taking up this role, you gotta leave the role when the battle's
No, you're
done.
exactly
You know
right.
what I
No,
mean?
I get it.
So you develop. You got to not develop a hatred for this person that you're writing about, and you're recycling and rehearsing these hate speeches. But you got to normalize in real life. You're not beefing with this dude. You know what I mean? You got to always keep that in your like. You know what I mean? Like it does get intense, especially like when money's on the floor, when people are betting, or money's on the line, or you know it's reputation on the line. It gets intense. You feel me?
It's a sport.
He just did an interview with somebody sent across that he battled. So
Well, it's come a
Yeah.
long way.
So, yeah.
Because I remember back in the day where I grew up, like there would be those battle raps when we come from one side of the hood to the other. We come from the north side of the south side where we're at. And I was talking about this story on the way over there. Bro, one of my homies saw someone, they started rapping within 5 minutes, bro. We were just all swinging.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
times.
there was so much shit coming out, like you said.
Yeah.
You're preparing and not knowing, I don't want to hurt this, you know.
Well, at this point, though,
that's what I'm saying.
It's professional.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know what you're signing up for.
Yeah.
And you can't be mad if you're a boxer and another boxer punches you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You signed up for this.
You signed up for a verbal war.
Yeah.
And
that's a perfect way to describe it.
Yeah.
Verbal
Gladiator
war.
school.
Yeah,
that.
That's what you signed up for.
Wordsmith in his
Wordsmith.
introduction.
Exactly.
Yeah, like
Who you want next, bro?
Yeah,
Hey, look.
because you do got a battle
Look
coming
at
up.
these cameras coming up.
You got a battle coming up, ladies
Who
and
you
gentlemen.
want next?
man, look, respectfully, man.
Man,
Look, I
you
feel
can start
bad.
saying
I
some
feel-
names, like real names.
I feel like I've been saying this man's name too much. He gonna think I'm trying to I got
Troll
something
over
against him
some
or
shit.
something. Respectfully, Iron Solomon got to see me.
Oh, that'd be sick. That would be.
That would be.
And it's because it's because he one of the best, and my respect for him is so high. But like
Iron Solomon's nice.
He turned me down in a battle. We were supposed to battle before the show, you know.
Right.
And I reached out, and he kind of was. We talked about the idea, but he was just like, you know, not right now. So I'm just trying to poke fire at a dragon. See if we can spark that conversation up, you know, after the show's airing, and you know, I got a couple more eyes now, you know, we can make it make sense, Solomon.
Amazing. That'll be for the history books for sure.
Yeah,
Well, we'll
for
definitely
sure.
clip that and make sure that gets out there for you, big dog.
But going on to the rap
'Cause that
battle
would be
world,
sick.
too.
That
By
would be
far,
sick,
it would
yeah.
change the whole game.
It
again.
was sick.
I have to ask, who were the inspiration behind, you know, what got you so, you know, profound in the game? Who were the individuals that made you want to do this?
Man.
Question.
Well, it like in battle rap, it gotta date back to like Murder Mook, Reed Dollars. It has to Cassidy.
Yeah, right.
It has to date back to those guys because those were the first to do it. And then there was a big gap in battle rap being super popularized in that to like the Hitman Holla, Cortez, Big T, Hollow the Don era. Like that was like 2011, 2010. And when like I remember when I saw that like on YouTube, I was like 16, 17, and like my homies was like, yo, you seen this? I was like, nah. They're like, Smack URL. I was like, yeah, let me check it out. Hitman Holla versus Cortez. Bro, I remember watching that battle. Like, I remember like being with my homies in high school, like, damn, I thought I was the best in the whole world. Like,
who are these guys?
Other people rapping like this. Like, there's more of these videos. I'm watching all of them now.
True stories.
Like,
I
I'm
did the
like,
same thing.
you know, I'm like, all right, I gotta get on there. Like, I said that at 16, 17. I said, I'm going to battle these. You feel me?
Yeah.
These exact people. I'm going to battle y'all. Like, and I put it out there, and it manifested itself. You feel me?
Yeah.
On the real.
Let them know your next battle. Let them know.
That's a lovely one.
You know,
Isn't it lovely?
you know, I actually locked in a battle today. So like,
Breaking news.
Yeah, this nigga Hitman Holla hit me up on the Spaces. Look, he hit me on the Spaces on the live, and he was like talking to some dude, like, and like they was going back and forth about if the dude could beat me, and Holla was like, I got 5,000 on Cali Smoov, and then the dude was like, yeah, all right. So like we setting it up. I was like, Holla, we could do that next weekend.
Right.
Tell them no preparation.
Tell him, come on, man.
Right.
Like, I'm like, bro, if I ain't heard of you, if I'm so familiar with battle rap and I watch this so much that if I ain't heard of you, I ain't worried about you.
Right.
You feel me?
I was gonna say, if he
I ain't
ain't heard
worried
you, he
about
gonna
you,
murder
bro.
you.
Like, for real.
Like seriously, he's like one of the like
I-
top
I-
five,
I-
top
I-
10
like-
battle rappers in this
like
game
I
right
said,
now.
I watch a lot of
legend.
them.
Like,
Like,
no, really.
nah, I
Living
appreciate
legend.
y'all, man.
Let me
Appreciate
get
y'all,
into
man.
this though.
Please,
let me
go
get
ahead,
into this.
go
Let me get
ahead.
into this. Let's talk about your real rap career because if you don't know, JP makes really good music.
Thank
Great.
you, bro. Thank
I
you,
mean,
bro.
like battle rap is one thing, but his music is another. So like, let's talk about that a little bit, man. What was some of the things that got you into, making real hit songs versus battle rap, and you know how people talk.
Honestly, bro, like it was never in a plan to battle rap or be like
Got
it was
you.
just it was like the first couple that I did was like, damn, all right, then people were showing interest and I had never been paid to rap, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, you want to pay me to rap? Like, all right, I'm gonna win this too then. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it was just the dedication behind it. But like
Social media build, right?
social
Like,
media,
building,
like Nick, like you gotta understand, bro. I was rapping when YouTube came out. You know what I mean?
Wow.
I was there for the switch.
Wow.
I was rapping and putting out music when CDs stopped and iTunes became a thing. I was there for that transition. You feel me?
Yes.
So like I be telling like young dudes that just started and stuff, I be like, y'all got the smoothest era ever. Like, bro, you can access whoever you want or with the click of a button. Like you can post some stuff, reach thousands of people. You can tag Australia and reach people out there if you want to. Like, bro, we were burning CDs.
LimeWire.
We were burning CDs.
We were all around.
What,
man.
what was the other one? Napster, right? Napster, right?
I was burning CDs, writing my email address on them, and walking up and down Venice Beach for hours and hours and hours, hoping I ran into somebody that had something to do with the music industry.
Some type of plus.
And I was
When you
like
had the short
12,
hair.
11, like, and people were giving me money just because I was a kid. They were like, "You're like a little boy, like this is what you're doing." Like, all right, here's $20. People, here $100.
Not knowing
So
he
I'm
got
walking around
bars.
like, all right, yeah, this is what I'm doing now. That became my job in my head,
right,
bro. I was like,
absolutely.
yeah, I'm
As
about
it
to
should
sell
have been,
these
man.
CDs.
That's a
Bro,
true hustle right there.
My first battle was because I went to Project Blow. That's how I got into battle rap. I was 12. I was 12 years old, bro. And I went to this open mic. Shout out to Layla Steinberg. And one of the classmates in there was like, yeah, this is like some open mic stuff. Like, you want to go to like where like it's real like gangster, like you got to live what you rap about. I'm a kid. I'm like, yeah, like we pulled up to Project Blow. It's smoking weed, big ciphers, big people battle rapping. It's crackheads. I'm like, bro,
Scare Straight, the rap battle version.
in real life, bro. Like in real life. People talk about like I hear battle rappers talk about Project Blow or reference, and I'm like, I didn't see you there, bro. Like,
Stop lying.
You
bro,
was in the
like,
house.
It was really that back then, like, and battles would start like this, like.
Like, where you from?
Slide through with the like. Now we got a circle, and now y'all battle. Thought pull out 100. Yeah, I got 300. Yeah,
Like a
Alright, then
dice
they
game.
homies coming in. Then bam, y'all rapping, and then bro, them don't look like they want to lose their money, and neither do they. Like, and who's these judges that you guys have? Like, who's judging this? Like,
Who's not gonna be
it was-
biased?
It was just like, yeah, like you know you lost. Like you gonna feel this one. Bro, I was out there. I was getting chewed and I was chewing. You feel me?
Right.
But I got chewed a few times too. Like
Right.
people be like, "Cause he a little boy, you think I'm gonna take a soft one? Little ass boy, you do." And then people react in the crowd, and I'm like, "Damn, what do I say back to that?" And I'll go to one of my writtens and it's dry. You know what I mean? But I'm like, "Damn, I didn't pick that one wisely." You know what I mean? But I was doing that real early. You feel me? Like real early. It's but like when I saw, like I'm saying, this before YouTube.
Right.
This before YouTube
Yeah,
existed.
yeah, before.
So at Project Blow, there was no cameras. It was just word of mouth and clout.
And
It was
passing
just
on, yeah.
Passing on, like,
Right.
oh, he's that dude. That's all people cared about, bro. People were trying to get deals and trying to get their music on the radio and stuff. Nowadays, bro, you can't start rapping without somebody pulling out a camera.
So did you like it back then better?
I'll say right now it's more saturated, but it's more
right.
opportunity. So I can take a group of juvenile hall students,
Right.
bring a laptop in here,
Yeah.
and we can record a song, and I can teach you guys how to make a beat on a
Right,
laptop.
right,
This is
right.
dope.
Yeah.
This is new.
This
We
is-
can learn how to do this right
On the
now.
fly.
And then that kid can get out and keep making beats, or he can keep recording on his laptop, or he can start something. He can have a dream from that, from buying a MacBook now. From buying a MacBook Pro, from buying an iPhone, a kid can have a dream, and I respect that.
Yes.
But
Yeah, right.
But it also makes people that have no business picking up a microphone pick up a microphone.
True story.
And then sometimes it hits because of a hair color or something like that. And you got to understand, it's 1,000 real MCs that can really rap, that really got a story to tell, but this hair color and that dance that he did in that.
That's
So
what's gonna make
yeah,
it. Yeah.
you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's a bittersweet thing. So sometimes it's like you know, I'm not a hater or nothing like, but I will see somebody pop off or get some traction to a record, and I know you don't really deserve it.
that.
Like,
Yes.
like I do miss when you had to put in that pain, that mud, when you had to go to 100 open
grind,
mics.
that is
You
so
know what I
true.
mean?
Yeah.
When you
I
started
do
off
miss
in the
those
bedroom,
days.
Yes.
Like
to get to this
He's
point.
a staunch 90s music, Pac, Dre. He loves.
Yeah, I don't like all
He
this.
doesn't.
I
the
told
new
you, I
stuff.
told you my age
Yeah.
earlier, bro, and it is what it is. It's
Yeah.
just, but I respect anybody for their hustle and what they do.
Right.
I just wanted to ask you that because I mean, back in the day, it looked like it'd be more rewarding.
Right,
And not only that, and you had your own people in your circle and your main group that was there for you. Now you got people just talking shit, blowing up
Yeah,
DMs,
man.
doing whatever.
Yeah,
man.
man.
It's just too much.
It's definitely, man. You know, it's definitely normalized a lot of stuff that shouldn't be out there. You know,
Right.
like
Yeah.
you see these young dudes, these young girls, and they got a big platform, and before they pick up the phone and call somebody that they trust, they go on live and vent.
Yeah.
Or they go on live and be drunk and high, and they'll get on there and say things that they can't take back, and we see it time and time again. We see these kids screaming at their phone back and forth to each other, or like, bro, you're talking about how you're gonna shoot each other in front of me. You're
15 years
telling
old.
me I'm
Come
in
on.
California, way over here on my phone, watching you tell him that you're gonna, and then show the gun, and then you know what I mean? Like I see this, like that is. I wish I could take away social media just because of how toxic that is.
Dangerous.
How normal it is to see somebody die, a rapper or a celebrity, a musician. Like
We
we
talked about
seen
this. Yeah,
people
It's
die.
so sad, man.
And not show any respect
I don't
to their
watch.
loved ones.
I've never seen none of those videos.
Yeah.
And every time somebody tries to show or send it, like, why would you send me
Exactly.
that? I've
Exactly.
never put my eyes on that, bro, because I've seen people die in real life.
Exactly.
Me, I've seen people die. And
Right.
we all made the news.
Right,
You
right.
feel me? So I'm not finna get on YouTube and watch
that
that.
shit. Yeah,
and
no, I
it
get it.
shouldn't be available.
Yeah, it
It
shouldn't.
shouldn't be available. There's been times where I've been scrolling my story and I can't help it. And I'm seeing a rapper bleed out or something. And I'm like, bro, why is this even public?
Right.
Like whose idea was it that this is okay? That we can, at the click of a button, that this stuff shouldn't be screened
Absolutely.
and reviewed. Like
Disgusting first responders, man.
Bro, we're beefing more. We're death is so normal. Like people are having these emotional meltdowns, these drug meltdowns on the internet. Like it's crazy, bro.
is.
Like social
It's
media.
it's
like,
repulsive,
man,
man. Especially
bro.
because we did talk about this before.
Very
and
much
when
so.
you see someone that's getting murdered or in trouble, you're too busy for your own self taking a picture, or you're sitting there in the video. Why don't you help?
Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Why don't you stop it?
Yeah.
Why would you share this?
Why do you even share it? I don't want.
Are you kidding me?
Putting it out there
But
for people
that's-
to just.
That's where we're at in the society, and
We
it's
are.
disgusting.
But
It
again,
needs
that's
to
a big,
change.
like
Yeah.
I said, it's a big lack of self-respect.
Yeah,
because
it
you have
is.
self-respect, you
Yeah.
respect others.
Hey, man, elegant way to put that, man. And
Yeah,
that's
it's
going to go
cra-
far, man.
And it's crazy because like back in the day, if like artists were more, it was more of a mystic thing. Like to see Snoop Dogg, you know what I mean?
So
Like
true.
Right.
it was like
So true.
what he's wearing, what like oh what where the Source Awards like.
so
It was
accessible.
like the
Yes.
accessibility. It
Yes.
just became like oh now it's pump your social media, post something every day,
Every
post
day.
new content
Got
every day.
to.
Let them see you every day. Let them see what you eat. You
Yeah.
feel me? You know what I mean?
I know why
Like-
Joe's laughing because
No, no.
hate it.
That's
That's
what we
so
all
long. I
on.
can't stand it.
We all
He's
on
been
that.
doing this shit
Hey.
for like
Again,
since
I am a
he's
big
15,
fan here.
16.
Yeah.
I
Been
can't
watching this
stand
guy for a long time,
Man.
man. And I just gotta say this: we've been saying wordsmith a lot. He doesn't write. It's all here.
Yeah, I be right. I be
all
right.
here.
That's a myth though, man. Look. A lot of stuff be off the dome.
Right.
yeah,
For sure.
Like he's been like trap out. Like I just went in the booth. Like don't not rip
Nothing.
full albums off the dome. But
Started with sounds.
Like I have found writing therapeutic. Sometimes writing down a topic. Sometimes addressing something head on. Like I have found that therapeutic. Like I wrote on this new album. Like I wrote a lot on it. Some songs I wrote like because I wanted to talk about something on a deeper level.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But a lot of my music, I just be boom. Like in every video that you see in the studio, I'm not capping. I'm not making it up. Like I just go up in there, bro. I just go up in there and I just feel the vibe. Like I feel the beat, and the beat writes the song. And,
I can attest. I can
and
attest.
He been there for sure.
I can attest.
Multiple sessions.
I want to
got a
say
track together.
top
Yeah,
3
right.
collabs that you could have right now in your head. Like, what would you wish list for JP Cali Smoov? Some collabs, big names. Top 3.
We gonna shoot for the stars.
Gotcha.
There we go.
They might listen.
I like Bruno Mars, man, of course.
Ooh, that's solid.
Bruno. I like Jessie Reyes. She's really
She
dope.
is fire.
She's fire, man.
Eminem feature too. That was dope.
one.
So you know she messes with rappers.
I like Brent Fires, man. He's
Wow,
really dope.
he is,
He's really
he
dope.
is. You can keep going if you want. I know.
Give us
Keep
a couple
going,
honorable
bro.
mentions.
Yeah,
I
man.
did 3 because I didn't want to. You know,
Like, give us a couple honorable
Yeah,
mentions.
that's just who I've been listening to some different stuff. Man, her going crazy.
She is.
Yeah. Yeah, man. You know, it's a lot of people I could go on for days, of course, but you know, I gotta give flowers where it's due. You feel me?
Now, contesting on that, I got a question to follow that up with. Is there any up and coming artists that you feel like names should be out there?
Took the words out of my mouth.
Is there somebody who
good
you
question.
feel like, you know what,
Who's
this person's
next up?
dope, but yeah,
JP?
who's next up?
Who's next up?
Man, next to Pop, I want y'all to quote me on it too, because I've been calling it out. I've been calling it out. I've been calling it
I
out.
am.
All right, I think dope rappers like there's some dope battle rappers like Mac Myron. He makes some dope music. My boy Drake Vicious, he make dope music. You feel me? Almighty Suspect, of course. You feel me? He making crazy music.
Dope.
It's my boy the Kid Clutch. He got some stuff coming out. Kid Clutch is going crazy. One of my former students, Money Tracks, man.
Yeah,
he's doing his thing.
That's
man.
awesome, man. That's cool.
Y'all check out Money Tracks, man. He going crazy, man. He's doing his thing. Young Latino boy out of Long Beach, California, making some good music out there, man. Check him out. Who's doing viral right now?
Who's
doing viral?
What do you like? So we got Young Boy, we got all these guys that are already established a little bit, but like, where in that realm are you at? That's what we mean.
Like who am I listening to?
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like who you think's gonna be like that next viral moment in that area? You got Young Boy, you got all these guys that have kind of like stepped their game up a little bit in this rap world.
I seen Ralphie the Plug doing some things.
Yeah.
And like that dude's dropping music like Little B style, like back to back to back to back to back to back, and he's freestyling. I can tell he's freestyling on them songs, and like you can tell he's punching. So I think Ralphie the Plug's about to kick up some noise.
Brother was nice too.
Yeah, man. Rest in
R.I.P.
peace,
Rest in
Draco,
peace.
man.
Yep.
You know, rest in peace,
Draco.
Catchy too, man.
Got to meet him.
We
a couple
talked about
times
him
at my
on the
job.
second episode.
I got the pleasure of
Definitely,
meeting
we
him
discussed him definitely.
a couple times.
Yeah, man.
No,
Solid cat.
my old manager didn't even realize he was letting him in the door. I'm like, you do know who that was, right? I got that on video and everything. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Before we get out of here too, and I'm not saying we're getting out of here, but I just want to say, can we accredit some of the people that you worked with? Let the people know.
Let them.
Some of these features. I mean, the names go on, bro. Like, let's give you some pub right here, some
For
flowers.
reals, man.
Man, let me
mean,
get some flowers to my boy
Snoop.
Bazaar, man.
Yeah,
You know,
Bazaar.
first and foremost, man, Bazaar, like
Bizarre.
Shady for
D12,
life,
right?
man. Yeah, man. Like, and like I never met Bazaar before in my life. Like I did a battle with Disaster, and like Big T introduced us, and like Bizarre came into town. He hit me up, bro. It was like a dream come true pulling up. And like I just was happy to meet, bro. And like in the middle of our first conversation, he telling me about how he seen my battle with Diz and how I did good. He's like, yo, we can line up a studio session. You feel me?
Yes.
We ended up getting in the studio the next day, knocking the record out, Brain on Drugs, going up. You feel me? And like I've been watching him and loving the whole Shady movement my whole life. Like he didn't even really know like how big that was for me that day. And like we've been friends since. Like shout out to Bizarre, man. Real solid cat, real humble dude.
For sure.
He deserve all the flowers that he get out here, for real.
You do.
Right.
No doubt, man.
Sugar Free, man, was a solid
This
cat,
list
man.
is crazy.
Yep.
Just get ready.
Wow.
Northside Pomona.
Joe is
man.
I went to high school in Pomona, so I got to see.
That's why I want.
I got to see a lot of his work.
This
Sugar
list is
Free,
nuts.
we was just in the studio, man, and like Sugar Free had like a record that was laid like years before, and me and my boy Clockwise was like, yo, you should let us sharpen this up real quick. You know, so we laid some new verses on it. We ended up putting that out, man. Shout out to Sugar Free, man. Shout out to Problem, man. Problem is also a super cool cat, man. Super cool cat. We met in the studio, knocked the record out, and he ended up putting it on his project called Rosecrans. It was featuring myself, Wiz Khalifa, Buddy.
Banger.
Yeah, it's a dope song,
Banger.
man. Shout out to Problem, man. And like just that opening that door for me, that was dope with him. Like we was in each other's circle a lot at that time, and like I didn't have to be on that song, you feel me? And he opened that door for me. So shout out to him. That was one of my first like looks coming up in the game. You feel me? I don't want to leave nobody out.
I want you to bring up his number one guy.
Oh, I was waiting on this. I was waiting on this. Go ahead, Lance.
My number one guy.
No. You go ahead. You do the honors.
See, you guys
you're
try
Red
to
Skull.
just say I don't give a shit. My number one
DJ.
guy.
I'm gonna go ahead and say my big homie. My big homie,
Yeah.
DJ
You
Quick.
really gonna drop this right now?
DJ Quick. That's my big homie. You know,
He's on a DJ Quick song.
he's actually been in the video. He's actually been in one of his videos and stuff like that.
That's
So
what's
like,
up.
I just ran into him about a month ago and everything. It's always love. It's
Hilarious.
always from the
That
womb to the tomb. You already know what's
experience,
up.
because I don't try to forget about it, but it was just weird.
He was the mafia dude in the video, chilling in the background.
Can you work with that?
Can you
You
work
saw
with
that?
that?
Can you work with that?
Top of the
Oh,
rose.
okay, yeah. I got a song with AMG.
Yeah,
Yep.
AMG was
AMG
cool
is
as shit.
family.
AMG is a solid dude,
Dude, he
man.
was so-
Every
he-
time I was in the studio with AMG, he was a solid dude.
Dude,
Every
he
time
was really
I was
cool.
around him, the shows
He's
we
good
did,
people.
real solid dude.
Down
man.
with
Shout
the
out to
304
AMG.
posse. That's what
We never dropped that song.
So I noticed a little cough with DJ Quick brought up. What's going on?
Nah, I mean,
No.
you know, I mean, shit. You know, I say, working with Quick made me a businessman.
Got you.
Because I was like, okay, I gotta get my shit in order. I gotta learn this publishing. I gotta learn how to distribute records. I didn't know how to do none of that. So like, you know what I mean? When you work with certain people and you're forced to do certain things, you're like,
Adapt.
okay, I gotta move a certain way around this person, or I gotta, you know, I gotta watch how I play these records, or what I present, or what you know what I mean? You gotta, you know what I mean? You just, that experience broke.
The barrier.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
it was
understand.
one of them ones where it was like, okay, this industry is what people say it is. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? It was like, all right. But you know, everything ain't gonna be all peaches and cream in life.
It's not.
And like, I'm one of those people, like, I'm gonna grow from an experience rather than like harbor on anything, or, you know, harbor on negativity. I'm gonna grow from it, and take what I can gain from it. And what I did gain from it is, you know, I learned how to put out music. I'm my own LLC. I'm my own manager. I'm my own everything. I'm my own entity. And like, you feel me?
Blessing.
You know,
Boss.
you know, you
Some
gotta
straight up
sometimes
G
you,
shit right there. Good for you, man.
Yeah.
yeah.
You just hear too many horror stories how managers, everybody takes everybody's money, man.
Unfortunately.
I don't know. And it's just it's
Yeah.
horrible.
And it's terrible. And I do want to say this, and then I got two more questions to pose. I feel like we're all there. But how did you acquire a manager? A lot of people at home want to understand, new artists want to understand. So what does it take? Is it talent? Is it business savvy? What do you do to acquire a manager to manage your career?
I'm gonna be real, bro. I was cut from a like whole another cloth. You feel me? Like what I would tell other artists is like, you know, get your stuff out there, you know, build some traction, build some content, and release some content that builds some traction, and somebody will come knocking on your door. And like, if somebody shows interest in you and you believe in them and they believe in you, then let them work for you and you guys build something good together. You know, it's you don't need to have somebody though. I won't, like, everybody thinks that they need to have, you feel me? Like, sometimes you can do it yourself, you feel me? And you know, you can work through certain situations. Like, my first manager was Layla, and I met her at walking into an open mic, you know, and she was running a poetry workshop that I don't even know how my grandma found out about this. But my grandma told me to go.
I went there with you.
You did?
I did.
Yeah.
I remember Layla very
Yeah,
well. Yes.
yeah. Shout out to Layla Steinberg,
She was
man.
what a
Like,
great experience.
She I did that when I was 11. You know, I walked in there and like I got up on stage and I did a poem, and she was like, that was really good. And like, we just started working, and like, she started taking me to schools and started taking me to college tours, and I'm performing and doing my poetry at juvenile halls and stuff. I was like 11, bro. That was my introduction. And I do credit Layla for a lot of who I am today. A lot of the things that I do and a lot of the way I modeled my life after has been because of her influence and the impact that she had on my life. And I saw the impact that she had on everybody around her circle, you feel me? So I try to move a similar way and impact people's life in a positive way, you feel me?
Right on.
But that was an angel from God. You know what I mean?
Beautiful
that
home,
was,
too.
it wasn't like I could pay for that or anything, or it was just, that was my introduction to music and the music industry, was working with her. And it was, you know, it was a positive thing. When I moved to Chicago, that's when like life changed and shit. You feel me? Like, all that was stripped from me. Like, I was like, damn, I was just doing good. Like, you know what I mean? All that was like, I had to deal with like more like, you know, life shit,
stuff.
you feel me? And then like bouncing back into it, I met Virgo 21 Entertainment. Shout out to my boy Chris.
Yes.
I
Chris,
was
that's who
I
solid.
moved back to LA, bro.
Solid.
I was asking people, how do I obtain an audition? And somebody told me sign up for lacasting.com. So I went and I made a profile, and I would wake up every morning and I would submit the same picture to every single thing that matched my thing. And like, I submitted for something that said music video. So they hit me up to do the audition. They replied to me like, you can come in and do the audition. So I went, and like, I went to the audition. I was like, yo, I just moved back from Chicago. Like, they was like, what do you want to do? I was like, I got a poem. And I did the poem. And like, I left the audition, and like, Chris walked out behind me like, hey bro, like, check it out. Like, hey, check it out. Like, you know, like, what's going on with you? Like, what are you doing? Like, I was just like,
what's up with you, man?
I'm just out here, bro. I just found y'all through LA Casting, and me and him started working. Like, he introduced me to a lot of people. Man. Like, he had me performing at the Staples Center. We did the halftime show with the Clippers, and took me on multiple tours, man. We went to Sweden, you know, we went to Brazil. We did like multiple Hawaii tours, you feel me? Shout out to Virgo 21 Entertainment, you feel me? We still rocking. Like, I just signed with a new talent agency for just commercial work, you feel me? And I did it through them, through my boy Chris. So, you know, we still working, you feel me?
Still rocking. I see
So
that.
significance of a manager is important, huh?
Yeah.
Finding the right person.
Yeah,
right?
finding the right person. Like, but some people, like, I've heard so many people tell me stories, like horror stories, like this happened because of my manager. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what I mean about certain things you can do yourself.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't trust somebody, you don't go out here thinking that to get in the game or to get to where you need to get, you need a manager. No, I wasn't thinking like that. I was going to open mics. Like, the key to my story was I was going to open mics, fool. I was going to auditions. I was signing myself up, waking up early and going to auditions with the hope to meet somebody. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like that's what you got to do. It's about applying yourself. It's not about finding the right manager. No, it's about applying yourself. It's about it. If you feel like you really got a message that you want to get out there and you a real rapper and you want to get this out there, you feel me? Get it out there, bro. You can.
It's not about the right person, the right time.
It's about
right
you.
now.
It's about you. You know what I mean? Taking advantage of every opportunity, seizing every moment. And also, what I want to encourage rappers is put out the right stuff, man. Put out something that's different, bro. Don't sound the same. Don't repeat what you heard. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like don't come into the game thinking I want to sound like Uzi or I want to imitate how this person dresses. Try to find what's different about you and exploit that. If you're a nerd and you get clowned for being called a nerd and you want to be an artist, bro, embrace being that nerd because there's a million other nerds around this world who will relate to you. Don't be afraid to be who you are, bro.
Absolutely.
Like it's cool to not do drugs. It's cool to be with one girl. It's cool to be in a monogamous relationship, bro. It's okay, bro. It's okay to not gangbang. It's okay to not be the tough guy, bro. It's cool. That's cool, and that needs to be normalized and glorified more. You feel me?
Second, that.
Third, that.
Fourth it.
Man.
I mean, that's a clip right there. That's one of the most inspirational things.
Dropping them, man.
That's one of the most
Clip,
inspirational things I've heard in person in a long, long time.
It
So,
will
hey,
be
man,
clipped.
I appreciate you, but that was some, I like that. That's some real shit.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man.
So I guess let's just leave them and the crowd and our fans and everybody with what can we look for from you next?
I got an album dropping, man. It's actually my first time announcing this, man, with y'all.
Compodres is blessed.
Right.
Valentine's Day, man. The Bret Heartbreaker EP is coming, man. I got some dope features on there, man. I got some dope production. I got some super dope solo songs. It's not that long. It's like 10, 11 songs, but it's back-to-back dope songs. Shout out to Hitman Holla, man.
Hey,
you feel me? Shout out to
right.
Hitman Holla
That's
too,
dope.
man.
That's right. Going back
Retention
to the-
time is everything nowadays with social media. But I guess I'm gonna put you on the spot one more time. Can you put somebody on the podcast for us, bro? Who can you help us out with, man? We want to book somebody almighty,
man.
somebody that
we gotta
these
put-
connections you
We
got.
got to put it out there, man.
Listen,
Like,
put it in the
Work
guy.
it,
You feel
work
me?
it out
Like,
there.
That's it.
For real, it's out
That's
there.
it.
you know what? You know what?
Who can you do for us, brother?
You know what? I know. My boy, 6'5", 6500.
Oh yeah.
Is he's throwing a big event in Long Beach. I'm booked on the card, and I know he got a lot of dope top tier. I can't announce his card because it's not out yet.
For sure.
But he has some top tier battle rappers flying to California, and everybody's gonna be out here to work and get exposure. So that event, I'm on the card. So like, we can definitely line up.
See somebody
what I
out
mean?
with, big
You know what I
dog,
mean?
man.
It's gonna be a nice line too.
Man,
100%.
what an episode, guys, for sure.
100%.
Yeah,
man.
for sure. It was a good time, man.
For sure, Cali, man.
Appreciate y'all having me.
Man,
for
you
real.
had a
Yeah,
lot of
man.
good stuff. A lot of good stuff.
Great,
bro.
great stories. Cali, let them know where to find you, brother.
Man, all social media at JP Cali Smoov. I just made a Twitter. It's Cali Smoov, the number 4 life. Check out the Spotify. The website, keys to number 2, the ATM business. Stay logged in. You feel me? I'm about to drop a book this year. It's gonna go up. It's called Depression the Right Way. I'm distributing through Lulu. It's a self-help poetry book. It's gonna be super dope. It's like writing exercises that you can do at home, and then I give examples with my poetry. And it's about conquering depression, conquering PTSD, and doing it on your own. You feel me? It's called Depression the Right Way. That's gonna be coming this summertime for sure.
I'm gonna definitely need an autographed copy of that.
Yeah, my dog.
That's-
100.
Hey,
My dog.
that's
No
gonna help
doubt.
me out a lot, brother. Seriously. Compadres, y'all know what to do at this point. At COMPODRES. And to my right, Ilson himself.
I am _ill son.
And also to my right,
What's
Rizza
up, guys?
himself.
Rizza on his
That's
Yeah, hey, we got guests on. I don't know. Just chill.
So, man, I have a lot of more, 1,000 more questions for you, brother. But, you know, we'll end this up and go into part 2. We'll have you back on.
In that block again.
Follow up,
yeah,
brother.
100%,
Yeah, for sure,
100%.
man. Thank you so much for
Thank
coming
y'all
on.
for having me. For
That's
real,
right,
man. Appreciate y'all time.
compadres. We appreciate this, man. We appreciate y'all at home. So make sure y'all stay tuned. We got some hot fire. I am your host with the most, SB Press. And like that, compadres, we gone.
We gone.
I need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get it, no call and quits, yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how high.